Hey y'all, welcome back, and it's time for that Love Island Season 3 Monday Night Exclusive on Paramount Plus. We're doing a recap. But before we jump into this, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. If you like the video, smash that like button and drop a comment down below. So we got some drama to uncover. And guys, I'm going to try to continue to bring this to you as much as possible. There's another one called The Drop. If you want me to do that one, I'll see if I can do that one as well. So let me know in the comments. But we kind of see Cash starting off. We're going to talk about, I'm going to separate them in groups. Other than that, we'll be all over the place. So with Cash tonight, her and Charlie is really hitting it off big time. She is feeling him, and he's definitely feeling her. There is a little bit of hesitation because she is, even though she has found some form of a connection with him, and even they were all cuddled up at bedtime together, she still has some reserves because she is really still truly interested in Cinco. And I'm like, girl, explore your options. I mean, it's not like she's coupled up with him. I would probably be saying something different. If you truly want to be with him and you coupled up with him, do what you got to do to see how strong your relationship is with him. But she's single. Trina is the one that's actually coupled up with Cinco. So, I mean, granted, I know she said what she feels and whatnot, but if she's finding a more deeper connection with Charlie, she may want to look into that because, I mean, it still seems like, and we'll talk about Cinco in a minute, but just from what we saw, even on tonight's bonus episode, she's feeling Charlie. I honestly think if she let herself go, she probably could build a more deeper connection with Charlie. And Olivia, she should have went home. But speaking of Cinco is having a conversation with Kay, and Kay is extremely intentional with him. She wants to be first, and that's it. That's all in his life. And Cinco is like, look, I hear what you're saying and all, but I have a solid connection with Cash, and I'm coupling up with Trina. So right now I'm trying to figure that out. And she still wants to be a part of this or break this whole triangle up. I don't see this happening. It seems like he's still sold on Cash and Trina and what to do with that. And this girl ain't trying to hear it. She's pretty much like, you need to let me know what you're going to do right now. And I'm thinking like, girl, you only been there for what? Less than 24 hours? Do you think that, and you really haven't been actively building on your connection with Cinco. All you said is that I want you, I like you, let's go. And he looking at you like, yeah, okay. So now we have this whole conversation in the hot tub with Charlie and Cash. She talks about how what we saw yesterday about her having that conversation that she really don't have with anybody, which is about her chances of giving birth to children. And for some reason, she felt really comfortable talking about that with him when she really couldn't open up with Cinco. That's something to think about because, I mean, you only known this guy for less than a few hours and you were able to express, the whole thing about having kids when he asked you that. And to feel so comfortable and open to talk to Charlie about that, she needs to ask herself, why does she feel so comfortable doing that? And why she wasn't able to open up so easily with Cinco. So, honestly, I'm watching this couple. She still says that she has, whatever interest in Cinco. But, guys, let me know what you think. I will give it to her.
But I also don't want you to think that I'm not open to getting to know you because I am. I think you're incredible. I think you're so handsome. I think you're so open. I think you're a man. I think you're strong. And I'm excited to get to know you.
So I'm glad she was transparent. I mean, yes, she has a connection, but she told him straight up, listen, Hey, I'm still interested in seeing what I could do with Cinco. I mean, honestly, I think that she should focus on this, but she gets to choose to figure it out. And I know a lot of folks aren't happy with her decision, but it's her decision to make. However, whatever comes out of that, she's going to have to deal with that. But in the meantime, she's been all over Charlie. I mean, just she's so affectionate with him. And next week we get to see a little bit more of what she got going on with Mr. Charlie. So then we got Cam, and Cam is trying to build upon something with Kyra. At the same time, because Kyra ain't budging, you got Olivia, and Olivia is like, yeah, I'm here for it. He told her in her ear that all of the things that she could do would have her moaning and screaming all night. And she was like, okay. And of course, it got her eyes wide open. I'm like, yeah, okay. But you'll hear what she had to say again later. So he put whipped cream in her mouth as part of this challenge, and she decided to swallow. And they made a whole joke about her swallowing and how well she swallowed. And of course, Cam was like, oh yeah, I'm watching that. You take what you wish from that meeting. But she definitely put something on Cam's mind. Now, Josh and Leslie, the purple hair girl, she was definitely going in for first, and Josh took a second taste of that. However, Shannon is talking about how much she is thinking of Josh and how much she misses him, and is making her feel that she needs to be committed to their coupling. In the meantime, Josh is having all kind of conversations over there. Now, at first, I was kind of rooting for him because Shannon can nitpick to death. But now I don't know, because, I mean, unless he's just exploring the experience, if that's what you want to call it. But he's over there doing some of everything. And Shannon is like, nope, I'm holding out. I'm not finna, talk to any of these guys. She continued to tell these girls, yeah, I think Josh is the one for me. I mean, we have something special, and I don't want anything to change that. And I'm like, yeah, okay, girl. Now, I'm wondering if this could be something like Temptation Island, where they show clips of what's going on in the other villa. If you watch Temptation Island, you know what I'm talking about. But I don't know if it's the same thing with Love Island, where they kind of give a glimpse of what somebody is doing. Well, Shannon is holding out for Josh, and I figured that, at one point or another, he's going to get tired of being nitpicked. And she is now coming the other direction, where it's like, okay, I need to appreciate this man more. It's teaching me how I need to be when building something with Josh. Yeah, okay. Well, Josh is definitely still working on this lip action. I mean, him and Leslie was definitely getting it in. And like I say, he went back for seconds. There was this other challenge where he had put not hot chocolate, like this hot chocolate syrup, and was licking it off. I can guarantee you, if Shannon saw what was going on, she would have definitely blew a gasket. And then all she'll be saying, like, see, I told you. That's why I was acting the way I was. No, you was acting before you knew what he was doing. But we'll see. Now, let's get into Will, because Flo is coming after him. I call her Hurricane Flo, because we lost one Flo. We got a new Flo. This Flo right here is extremely assertive when it comes to getting what she wants, and she definitely wants Will. She wants to take Will from the grasp of Kyra. And Kyra is still hanging in there. Oh my God, I'm learning so much from being in Casa Amor. All these great guys just strengthen the fact of how I feel about Will. And I don't want to do anything to damage that. So I'm not going to pursue anything. And I'm like, well, if you only know that he's definitely taking advantage of exploring his feelings in regards to how strong his relationship is with her. Flo is definitely trying to turn his head, and she want to make sure that she takes Will out of the grasp of Kyra's hands. She was that same girl who wiped off that lipstick off of the mirror, so she don't care. That girl is bold, and she's definitely brash about getting what she wants. Kyra is just, I feel sorry for her. I was rooting for this couple because, like I said, I always love. I don't care if you want to call it boring. I don't care if you want to call it blasé. I like the fact when people find love. And so when I thought, but I shouldn't have jumped so quick knowing Casa Amor was coming, you never know what happens. Kyra is going to, as she says, she's going to be devastated when she finds out, or if she finds out, if something happened over at the villa with Will. And he's like talking to this girl here about how wonderful and how attractive she is, and she goes for what she wants. But at the same time, he did mention Kyra, a few times. So I don't know if he can really compartmentalize very well, where he's saying, I'm going to enjoy this experience and explore my feelings. But at the same time, I'm going to put Kyra into this compartment where I still want to be with her. Yeah, because he's definitely taking full advantage of what's going on in the villa right now. So it's something to consider. And he's having conversations with multiple girls. Now, I know Flo is at the top of that list. I'm not going to say his list, but these girls are coming for him. And I don't know if this is a challenge, to say, you know what, we're going to try to break this whole thing up. And honestly, folks have been wanting this to happen because they want drama. Everybody's been so nice to each other, which is kind of different than what's seen in the other, like UK versions and some of the other versions in the other countries. Here it's just, and I don't know if it's a CBS thing, which is why they put everything non-rated on Paramount, because there were some interesting things on Paramount Plus tonight. But, in regards to Will, he's doing all types of yoga exercises with the girls. I'm wondering what Kyra's reaction would be. I'm really curious with that, because him and Leslie, they were doing all kind of poses, and she tried to do a pose, and he was like, nope, I don't have any underwear on. I don't want my balls popping out. So Lauren just walked away. But at the end of the day, this is
not
Kyra.
Knowing what he's doing, not able to communicate with him has been really tough, but makes me realize there's no one else that can compare it to him.
So yeah, she's not giving up, and there's some hot and heavy stuff going on the next episode. So we'll see what her response is at the end of this, whether he chooses to stay with Kyra and tell her what happened, or if he just chooses to walk away with Flo or one of the other girls, because she's not doing anything. Jeremy had his share of being Jeremy. Jeremy was a part of this challenge that he had to kiss 5 people. And Florida who? Because remember, he's supposed to meet up with Florida afterward. And Florida, I don't know if, like I said on my other episode yesterday, Florida is done with Jeremy after everything that she found out and what he said about her. So, yeah, he's here. That's all I can say about Jeremy. He's enjoying himself. He had to kiss those 5 girls. He has really no solid connection right now in the villa. He's just pretty much doing Jeremy. And, I don't even think he care about the $100,000 or winning at the end, because it don't look like he going nowhere anyway. With Corey definitely is a different Corey than what we seen prior to last week, because Corey has been very outspoken. He's been playing the leader of the group this week. He's been making connections with one of the girls, and I'm here for it, because Corey has been sidelined on the bench for a while. And he was definitely making out with Lauren. Lauren is one that is exploring 3 different opportunities, and Corey is one of them. Cinco is the other, and of course Josh is the other one. Now, I will want to say that the sleeping arrangements were pretty interesting because over at Casa Amor, most of the girls slept with each other and the guys slept in their beds with each other. Except for, I would say, Cash. She did sleep with Charlie, but there were folks making out. Corey and who he was with, people could hear him all night. I'm like, go ahead, Corey. Corey got him a pick. Jeremy and Genevieve was also making out. And so, I thought it was a pretty good episode. It was definitely pretty interesting. My thing is, what is Kyra going to do? Is Cash going to pick Charlie? Because they've been getting hot and heavy. And then what is Shannon going to do when she find out Josh been licking and doing all kinds of stuff over there when she finally decides to settle on him? So we definitely will see in the upcoming episodes. So I hope you enjoyed this Monday night exclusive. I'm going to keep trying to provide this for you. But until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you soon.